You're welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily, and this conversation I'm very, very passionate about. Tomorrow Jesus is dying. On Sunday, he is resurrecting. Now, in between, we didn't know back then, we didn't really know what was happening. Will he come back? Is it dad? I mean, has he left us? But we give thanks to God that on Sunday, he resurrected, and today you and I have salvation. And that is why it behoves on us, to also give back to society. And so as we've been talking about, all this while, on Easter Sunday is our Easter Orphan project. This is a project that takes us back into society to help the less privileged. Now, it's even more exciting when we have people who share in this dream, who believe that we all collectively have to do this. It is our responsibility to take care of the needy in society. Now, this morning, we are privileged to be joined by Rainbow Trust Foundation. They are into everything education, everything empowerment, and I'm very excited that they have decided to be part of the Easter Orphan project. And so they are giving lots of books. Look, we have the reps here, and so I'm not going to take the conversation by myself. Let me introduce you to Madam Joyce Phyllis Ampofu. She is the CEO, Rainbow Trust Foundation, and Gilbert Osei Alumele. He is the head of marketing and communications, Rainbow Trust Foundation. Lady and gentlemen, you are welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, for being part of the Easter Orphan Project. We don't take this lightly at all. Usually when we talk of donations, for the orphanages, we have a lot of people thinking of the rice, the maize, the millet, toiletries, and all that. Most of the times, you don't get people giving learning materials, thinking about the other side of development for the children. Now, before we even go into everything, let me ask you to tell us what really Rainbow Trust Foundation is all about.
Okay, thank you very much, Freeman. Thank you for having us. Rainbow Trust Foundation is a non-governmental organization, and our aim is to support literacy in Ghana. Yeah, I'm a professional teacher myself, and over the years, I've still come across children who have a lot of challenges. They come to school, attend 8-hour classes, an empty stomach. They don't have food to eat. They don't have clothes. They appear unkept. So I said to myself, as a teacher, what can I do to get these children in school? So when I closed from school, I started mobilizing shoes, bags, for them to keep these children in school. And I also realized that there are severe deficiency in teaching and learning, which is lack of books. So what can I do? And I'm a pre-tech teacher, and one of the topics in pre-tech is identification of problem. So it's a problem that I identified. So what I did was I started looking for organizations that can support Ghana with books. So I had to travel all the way to UK to partner with Book Aid International.
Wow.
Yeah, to be able to get books for my peoples to use and to read. So that's...
If all teachers were like you, wow.
That's how it came about.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how has the journey been so far? How long ago was this?
Actually, it was since 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, so
about 8 years.
Yes.
Wow. And how has the response been?
Actually, it has been very positive, because when I traveled to UK to look for books for my peoples, I had the impression that Book Aid was partnering with Ghana some years ago, but the partnership ended. So actually, I went there to revive that partnership. And when I went to the UK, I was given only 700 books. But when I came with my hard work, now they sent us over almost a 40-footer container of books.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just last week, I cleared a 40-footer container of books.
Of books, and these are brand new books.
They are all brand new books.
Yeah. I mean, if you can take a look at these ones here, as you can see, it's not. Nobody's read these before.
No.
I mean, they're just fresh.
And it's for all ages. Do you see that? Look at that very small one for the very tiny children.
Older.
But let me come to you, Gilbert. So why wanting to be part of the Easter Orphan Project?
Okay. Thank you very much, Frema. Let me say a big good morning to your viewers.
Yeah.
In fact, one of our biggest motivations to go with this Easter Orphanage project was the orphans that you identified with. We know what it is to be an orphan.
Are you one?
Well, now I can say I'm an orphan. You lost your mom, you lost your dad.
So you're an orphan?
I'm an orphan. It's not easy to find yourself in an environment where you don't have anybody to rely on.
Yeah.
You find yourself lonely. In fact, most of the times, and let me just say, my own kids schooled at SOS, so I know how they relate to orphans. Let me just say again, that was our biggest motivation. But aside that, we believe in the brand, or the Citi brand. I am an ardent listener, and my CEO herself listens to Citi FM a lot.
Thank you.
Anytime we are driving, she's on Citi. And in fact, let me also say that if you talk about media brands in this country, I believe strongly that Citi stands very tall. Arguably, I would say they are the best. Anybody else can say.
No, you're not wrong.
But that is my personal position.
Yeah.
And I believe strongly that if you identify with such a strong brand, of course, we get the visibility, we get a platform to tell our story. We've been doing this for almost 10 years. But if you don't get a platform to say the good things you have done, nobody hears about it. So for us, we feel that, look, these are orphans. Let's do it for them. Let's impact the lives of these unfortunate brothers and sisters who find themselves in these orphanages. Let them get some quality reading materials to read. Let's have some literate orphans who can also grow to develop or help us develop this country.
Wow. So how many books are we getting?
Okay, well, we actually package 1,000 books.
Okay. As in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000.
Brand new books.
Wow. Look, at this point, we need people to come and help us carry the books.
I know, right?
And these books were carefully also selected because my team, most of us, we are professional teachers.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And all the books that are brought from, we send the requirements to our partners in UK.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. What does it, how does it feel like being a teacher in this country?
Well, it's good. It's refreshing.
Is it refreshing?
It's refreshing.
Or you're trying to be diplomatic about the whole?
At least when you're imparting knowledge. But sometimes it's very sad.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very sad, especially the students in the public school. They are so deprived. Sometimes when you get to school, you are teaching. You see a child who is, a child will be crying. Why, madam, I need money, I'm hungry. So sometimes it makes things very, difficult and very sad. But we do our best to also support them, especially the subject I'm a pre-tech teacher. And I always...
So it's pre-tech, pa?
Yes, pre-tech teacher.
Okay, so this is you. Oh, you came earlier in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so, this is some of the libraries that we have. Yeah.
Okay. So who do you donate your books to? No, apart from Easter Orphan Project.
No, we have schools. Actually, we have supported over 100 schools.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, we have supported over 100 schools. And it's not only donation of books. We also have a project called Explorer Library, where we identify schools. If they have an empty space, we convert the room into a library, a child-friendly library. And can explore, read, and build a better future. So look at, these are some of the libraries that we have here.
Do you have any form of partnership with the Ministry of Education or Ghana Health Service or anything? Do they know what you're doing and do they support in any way?
Actually,
okay, yeah. Without the Ghana Education's permission, you will not be able to go into any school. Apart from building the libraries, we also do what you call teacher librarian training. We don't dump the books on the schools and walk away. But we have been touring all the schools. One of the problems we've had in this country, some schools have been lucky. Some individuals, some organizations have given them books. But giving the books to them is one thing. Managing the books is another.
Absolutely.
How to manage the books, and you say you have done a donation. We don't do donation and walk away. We donate, we pick 5 teachers from the school, and then we call them teacher librarians. They are still teachers, but they are going to wear the dual role. So they are teachers and the same librarians. So when it comes to lending processes, we teach them how to lend books to the kids. So they take the books home and then return them.
Okay.
All right. So there's in fact, it's a comprehensive training program. that allows the teachers to learn librarianship, not as a professional,
Sure.
but of course, basic librarianship
Exactly.
that helps them to manage the library.
Yeah.
And we, in fact, we don't just donate and leave. We also go back to monitor.
It's very important.
Absolutely.
You know?
We'll give you 1,000 books. In fact, I think recently we gave some schools 2,000 books each.
2,000. Wow.
And then we have a refurbished empty classroom which has been converted into a library. After 3-4 months, we'll go back, ensure that they've not
You still
thrown
have
the 2,000
Yes,
books away.
yes.
Because from experience, some of them will start picking the books on the shelves. Oh, we have speech and prize giving day, and then it becomes part of the package.
Can you imagine?
Yes, but once we go back and we do the monitoring, we discourage that kind of thing. And what we normally even tell you is that if you have any speech and prize giving day, talk to us. We'll give you free books to give to award winners. So that you don't go to the library and empty the library.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how we've managed
So, please
Yeah, and
finish.
to add to this,
Yeah.
this month we are having a project called Boost to Go. The Boost to Go is to bridge the literacy gap created as a result of COVID-19. You understand that during the COVID-19, schools were closed down.
Yeah.
So that Boost to Go is to help the students to be able to borrow books from you want learning to continue while they are at home.
Okay.
So this month, our Boost to Go project, we are giving out 20,000 books. We have selected 10 schools. Each school is receiving 2,000 brand new books.
Okay.
And we also add local content books because we don't want them also to depart from the local content. So we add we are giving each school 200 local content books, African award-winning books.
Okay.
Then we are giving them each school 200 branded bags because we want the children to borrow home, books home. So when they come to the school and they are borrowed, they have a bag that they will
put
put.
the books
But the bags are not for the kids; they are for the school. So when you are bringing the books back,
They have
you
to be
return
in
the
there.
bag
the
with
bag.
the
Just so
bag.
they handle them
exactly.
properly.
Then you come and borrow another one. Then you send.
Okay. Wow.
So, giving these books to the orphanages that we are visiting on Monday, you know, what really, you've spoken about why you decided to do it. Now, what do you want to achieve?
Oh, okay. Let me just say that for us, we want to impact lives. If you don't have anything to read, there's no way you can become literate. Yes, they may be orphans, but they have a role to play in this country. I've seen orphans who have become medical doctors, who have become journalists, who have become teachers. I mean, name it. But for the opportunity they got, they wouldn't have been where they got to.
Yeah.
So we believe that, yes, no matter where they find themselves, the real action here is we want to donate, and then we'll do some follow-ups with Citi as well. Let's go back to these orphanages and let's see how well are they keeping these books, and then how has it impacted the community. Well, we'll go back, we'll do some reading assessments as well. Let's see what level they are at the time we are doing the donation. Then when we go back, have they improved in their reading skills? For us, it is not just donating. The impact the donation makes is very, very, very important to us. And then we can go on and on and on. And we believe strongly that after a few months, we'll go back and all of us will be smiling. Let's put a smile, or let's put some smiles on their faces. It is not their fault that they are orphans, but we also have a role to play to make them happy. And then they also become useful to society.
Since you started donating to schools, what are some of the happier stories and experiences that you've had?
Okay. We set up a library at La Anderson, at La. Yeah. The whole place it was unused room. Then we refurbished the library. We transformed the space into a vibrant library. We tiled the place. We provided shelves, furniture. We did the deco. So when we went back to school for monitoring, the headmistress said, "Madam, the students' enrollment has increased. Everybody wants to bring their children to the school because of this beautiful library."
Wow, wow. But so how do you fund all the projects?
Actually, I found them
Because I thought the books, it was the book aid, but now we have to tile the floor, we have to transform the rooms
even
and
the
all that.
books, our partners, all that they do is only ship the books for the clearing,
Yeah, how do
sorting, stamping. So it's been a bit difficult. And sometimes you have to send proposals to look for funding. And even distributing the books to the schools too is also a challenge.
Yeah.
And so the schools will be writing to you, "Madam, we need books, there are no books."
Yeah.
But sometimes transporting the books is also an extra.
another
Even the
issue.
salt, if a 40-footer container is sent to you, you have to sort and stamp all the books in the pot. So if you can see that, we have a stamp. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to hire people.
Wow.
Yeah,
To do. Gosh.
to help you to pay them. Yeah, to do the sorting and the stamping, so that all the schools that you are sending, they can all benefit. All the kids they can benefit from the books. So it's been a bit of challenge.
In terms of librarian training, how long does it take to get a teacher librarian?
Okay, normally we have 4 modules. Okay, so what we do is we do 2 modules a day.
Okay.
Okay. In fact, they are actually awarded certificates.
Okay.
The program itself was not designed by us, but our partners, Book Aid International, designed the program.
Okay.
What we do is to actually facilitate. We teach. All right. Then at the end of the training, we actually award certificates, which makes them like a teacher librarian kind of thing. Yeah. So when you finish it, actually, if you go through the 4 modules very, very well, when it comes to book processing, you need to understand. You receive books into a library. You don't just receive. You need to give them accession numbers.
Yes.
You must write them into accession register. So these are the processes you go through. Then when it comes to lending systems, you don't just give the books to the kids to go home. It's a whole process that we also teach them. Every book that goes out must be documented. Now, the status of the book must be noted if it is returned. So all those things are taught. Now, if you didn't teach them all these, then the problem you're going to have is that they just keep the books in the library, no numbering, no labeling, and they're just giving the books left, right, center.
You can't even track it.
I have no
Exactly.
tracker. That's it. So we end up losing all the books. But we also make sure that we help them to do the kind of accession register, so that they write every single book must be written with accession number.
Okay.
So that when a child picks this book and is going away, we know that this is Peter Rabbit 2. Okay, what is accession number? Maybe 00155.
Yeah.
It is in a register, and we give it to you to take away. When you return, we are expecting this same book with the same accession number. So that uniquely, you know that this book was given to Frema, and
It's
Frema
a
brought
whole
it
course.
on this.
You know? But I must say that you are doing fantastic.
think so.
You know, they say that black people, Ghanaians don't like reading and all that. And I think that this is a very good way of changing that narrative. We like reading, but maybe sometimes the materials are just not there. And that is why we truly appreciate Rainbow Trust and the amazing work that you are doing. So maybe on behalf of Citi TV, on behalf of Citi FM, the Citi FM Foundation, and on behalf of Basco, Maladi, and
all the orphans.
the Kumasi orphanage as well, you know, King Jesus, we want to say a very big thank you to Rainbow Trust. Thank you very much, Joyce. Thank you very much, Gilbert. This is really God's work, and it couldn't come at a better time than Easter. And so we say thank you very much, and I'm sure the children will be very excited about this.
I must say this, because of my hard work, it has earned me to be an international advisory board member for Book Aid International.
Oh,
UK.
wow, congratulations.
Well done.
And Paul Watson is a boche.
Wow.
The
Yeah.
MP Paul Boateng.
Yes, I mean, this is such a huge task, and we are
Fantastic.
very happy that you want to be associated with the Easter Orphan Project. And we promise on our honor that these books will be put to good use, and maybe in 2, 3, 4 months' time, when they decide to come back and check, we will also add to your success stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right.